This feels nice. We're finally back at Hyde Stadium, and it feels like it's been so long. But for the Pier Trappers, whether you're home or on the road, the main goal is to win ball games. You get new additions to the lineup tonight. Ken Scott comes in, and for the Trappers, it's all steam ahead for the team in navy blue and white tonight, looking for their dozenth win of the season and looking to move Spearfish back in the playoff race as they get a 7-game homestand kicking off tonight. 1-2 against the number 3 hitter today. Grossman in left making room for Ken Scott, who will hit 7th in center field. Holtz trying to get the first out of the first. The pitch, a swing and a high fly ball center field. Z. Wesley's going to camp under and make the catch. No, it goes off his glove into center field. Heading for seconds, Gonzalez. He's going to be thrown out as he was tagging up from the catch that was sure to be made by Wesley, but scoring on the air is Michael Herrera. How about that miscue from the center fielder as that ball popped right out of the mitt, almost like an ice cream cone.
I could definitely hear the displeasure with that call.
2-1 to Phelps. The pitch by Holtz. A swing and a high fly ball. Deep center field. Way back. Goodbye! Zane Phelps knocks it yard. He parks another one from Hyde, and the Pier Trappers have doubled their lead at 2-0. What a way for this crowd to get hyped up early. Adam Core, the head coach for the Sasquatch, saying his team has been befuddled by injuries so far in 2019. As the 1-2 offering is a swing and a hard liner over the head of Herrera in the left center field, a base hit. On his horse to third is Hamby as it gets by Ken Scott in center. They're going to wave Hamby around. Herrera's throw won't happen, and Ken Scott, with his first opportunity to field the ball, misplays it. Hamby goes 270 feet around the bases, and it's now 2-1. Scott. Kyle Norby, the tall giant on the mound, gets the signs from his battery mate Gonzalez. The righty sets and fires. A swing and a miss and an upstairs fastball, and Kyle Norby has extinguished the side. Spearfish gets a run back, but they were one base away from evening it. Well, speaking of the Queen City and Spearfish, the reason that they're named that nickname is that in 1888, the first residents of Spearfish, they looked up at the ring of pine-clad hills, all the hills in the Spearfish area. Of course, Black Hills Energy Stadium overlooks the beautiful scenery. And they thought it looked like a crown. And so because that crown-shaped hills is what the inhabitants saw, they coined the name the Queen City, for all of those of you interested. Number 2 batter at the plate, and he will ground it, Chad Call, foul right field side. So they call it the Queen City due to the crown of hills and Spearfish. They call it the Hub City due to the trains all converging in Aberdeen. And they call it the capital city in Pier for the most obvious reason.
Instant replay right there. Same exact pitch, same exact swing, same exact result.
Kyle Nordby, as well as Jackson Back and Colin Smith, the 3 pitchers who have the best stuff on their off-speed. 0-1 pitch, a swing and a high. Fly ball deep left field. Back on its Grossman. It is out of here. Tie game from Hyde Stadium. Z. Wesley sat on that curveball as Nordby left it hanging to the base. So regardless, it probably would have only been 1 anyway. Man in scoring position for Z. Wesley, already a dinger today, and he skyhooks the first pitch into deep center field. Ken Scott makes a beautiful leaping catch at the wall.
Welcome back to Pier, Ken Scott.
Z. Wesley kips his hat, and Ken Scott gets a rousing ovation from the Pier Trapper crowd, robbing the Sasquatch of the lead. That's why we got him back, ladies and gents. All smiles for Ken Scott. Swinging a liner, it's going to be fair down the third base line. How is that a fair ball? Around third scoring is Hastings. Cutting it off is Grossman, as scampering into home is Brennan Bales. The throw not in time, and into second with a double is Hamby. That ball was 6 inches left of the third base foul line, and the home plate umpire, Louis Barraza, called it fair. Number 2 with a pair of strikeouts. No time like the present to break that trend. On third base is occupied by Nick Altermat. First is Ken Scott. Scott's off on the first pitch. It's a strike. Hastings fires into second. It's into center field above the glove of Chad Call. That's going to allow Altermat to score. Scott scampering for third. The throw in, not in time, and the Trappers score a run via the air by Hayden Hastings. We said earlier that the over-aggressive tendencies of Hastings might come back to bite him. So the Trappers trying to give the Spearfish team a taste of their own medicine today after the Sasquatch ran consistently against Pier the last time these two teams met. Kent Scott on third. A pass ball would get him home. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, a swinging a liner into center. It's 5-4. Billy Moreland rips an RBI into the center field area, and the Trappers have 2 back after yielding a 3 spot in the 6th. We've had a lot of key moments in tonight's contest, game 1 of a 4-game set between these two teams. 1-2 pitch, a swing, high, deep drive, left field. Zane Wesley has 2 home runs tonight. It flutters into the trees above the left center field wall, and it's a 7-4 Spearfish lead as Z Wesley makes amends for his batter's interference call. 1-2 the count. The battery, Hayden Hastings and Brennan Bales talking it over. Now they'll go back to work. Bales out of the windup, offers a pitch. It's down. No, a called strike 3 on Max Modeste to end the game.